Hello, Scorpio. My name is Agatha, and this is the astrology and tarot reading for February 2019. It's a very general reading. If you like your own personal consultation, please write to dunyazade@gmail.com, and I'd be delighted to work with you. So let's start with the astrology reading. On the 4th of February, there's a new moon at 15 degrees of Aquarius. In your case, this is going to happen in your 4th house. So for some of you, you might be moving to a new place. You might be moving to a new house, a new apartment. If it's not that, you're having a new roommate, or what else? What else could it be? For others, it could be for the first time you're buying your first house. You check an opportunity online, and maybe you just got some money, not a lot of bit of money, but maybe enough to make a down payment for this house. No, this could be the first house that you have, yes, but this could also be, for instance, a second house, like a country house, or even a house in another country, and for some of you, it could be that. Others, you're like moving because you want to stay closer to where you work, instead of traveling hours and hours every day just to go to your job. You want to move so you can have to be close to where you work. If it's not that, it could be, something new happening in the life of a close family member. Maybe your sibling. Maybe your sibling, for instance, is buying his or her first car, or maybe they got a job, or maybe they open up their own online business, or maybe they become parents, so they're you're gonna be an aunt or an uncle. Something, a new beginning to a close family member. I said sibling, but it could be any other person. Could be mother, father, grandfather, grandmother, even your spouse. Okay, so and then on the 19th of February, there's a full moon at 0 degrees of Virgo. In your case, Scorpio, this full moon is going to happen in your 11th house. So for some of you, there's a completion of a goal. You had a goal, a long-term project, and finally, around the 19th of February, you accomplished that goal, and maybe with the help of your spouse or of your partner. Maybe this is a goal that you had with your partner, and maybe the goal that both of you had was to, for instance, buy your own place. Instead of renting, buying your own place, or maybe buying your second home, maybe having a country house, or maybe buying a house abroad, in another country. Let's say that you live in the US, but you live close to the border of Canada, and you always wanted to have a house in Canada. And finally, maybe maybe you have family in Canada. I have no idea. I'm just giving you examples. And there's an opportunity, and finally you get to buy your own place in Canada. It could be a variety of things. It could be that maybe your long-term project was to sign up a contract, or to get a job, because this lunation makes a very good aspect with Mars in the 7th house. 7th house is also connected with signing up contracts. So maybe your long-term project was to work in a certain company, or to work with a company if you are, for instance, a freelancer, or to, or let's say that you already work, but you don't have stability in this place. So your long-term project was to sign up a contract where you already work that will give you more stability. It could be that, and your spouse or partner is always helped you in that. If it's not that, maybe a friend is coming out, is leaving your life, and your your partner is really happy because maybe he or she didn't like this friend. Or it's the other way around. There's new friends coming into your life, and maybe this is a colleague of your partner, of your spouse. This is how you met this new friend. If it has nothing to do with that, it could be also that you are witnessing a something completing in the life of one of your friends. Maybe one of your friends gets a job, or maybe retires, or maybe one of your friends divorces, or becomes a parent, finds a boyfriend or girlfriend, something happening in the life of one of your friends, and you're really happy for them. Okay, now we're gonna go to the part of the tarot reading, which is 504, the part of the tarot reading, Scorpio. So, in the tarot reading, I'm using the Druidcraft tarot deck, and it's going to be beginning, middle, and end of the month. Also, this could be read as a unified energy. Before going to the tarot reading, I'm going to explain why I haven't been around on my YouTube channel, why I have not been uploading. Well, I have a full-time job, and I spend 12 hours a day away from home just to be able to work. Okay, so and then I come home, I want to sleep. Okay, and apart from that, I have other things to do. And whenever I do upload to my YouTube channel, I do not get the views that I used to have, and I already have very low views. So I don't know what's going on. YouTube doesn't love me back, I don't know, lately. So I feel that I'm wasting my efforts. And I know it's not happening only to me. There are some other tarot channels that they are having very low views on their videos. So I understand why. It's like old channels don't have as many views because new channels are appearing, so they get all the views. I understand that. It's fine. So for now, I at least want to do the monthly readings, and when I have time and when things change, I'll start uploading more videos to my hopefully, okay, to my YouTube channel. So in the beginning of the month, Scorpio, you have the Two of Swords. So there's some sort of indecision. Let's say that you are trying to buy a house. You don't know. There's like two choices, and you don't know which one to take. Maybe you're like not following your intuition, or maybe you don't have enough money to buy one of the houses that you wish you could buy, and you're trying to figure out how to get money. If it's not you, you are witnessing indecision in the life of someone around you. It could be a friend, for instance. And then in the middle of the month, you have, Scorpio, the Six of Cups. So this is an offering. This is someone who really, truly does love you. And, this is unconditional love. And maybe like a childhood friend, or maybe a parent, mother, father, grandfather, grandmother, and just gives you something in order to allow you to get out of this indecision. It could be money to help you buy your house, or it could be other types of resources. Or let's say that your indecision has to do with where am I going to spend my vacation. It could be something like that, and you have no idea which country to choose. And your friend tells you, and I know someone, I have a house, I don't know, in Austria. You can go and spend a few times there. Or let's say that your friend, which I would say it's a childhood friend, lives in, I don't know, Italy, and your friend tells you, you can spend a few days with me, or they give you something out of love to help you get out of this indecision. This could be, like I said, the childhood friend. This could also be that your indecision has to do where you're going to put your kids. Maybe you don't know where to put your kids to study. Maybe you have to already sign up your kids, even though it's February. Let's say you have to sign them up in a school of your choice so they can start the new school year in that school, but you have to sign them up early. And you don't know where to pick. Do I pick school A or school B? And maybe your friend helps you out in that, okay? Or maybe, you help a child make a decision. A child in your life could be your kid, grandkid, niece, nephew, something like that. And then at the end of the month, you have the Eight of Wands. So this could be actually traveling by air. Let's say that your indecision was connected with where do I go to, spend my vacation. And at the end of the month, because someone was, very generous to you, you can go and do the travel that you wanted to do. It could be, like I said, vacation time. If it's not that, a decision is taken very quickly and you send a message because someone helped you out, someone helped you make a decision, or you are merely the witness of this happening in someone in your life, in your surroundings. Could be a friend, could be a childhood friend, and maybe you helped a friend make a decision, and at the end of the month this friend makes the decision, you know, and sends a message connected with whatever it is. Maybe it's something like, again, if it's you, you didn't know what house to pick, but now you can pick the house, and at the end of the month you like sending the message to the realtor or the person who owns the house and telling, I have the money, I'm going to buy your house, something like that. Or you're traveling to see the house, traveling by air, or let's say that it's nothing of that. You have completed a long-term goal, something that you always wanted to do, and now you're searching for another goal, for another long-term project, and you don't know which to choose. And then in more or less the middle of the month, you have help from someone, and then at the end of the month you starting, you know, very fast you start, you know, taking actions to fulfill this new long-term goal also. So this has many different ways of being viewed, okay, of being read. And that's it, Scorpio. This is the reading that I have for you for February 2019. Like I said, it's very general. If you like your own personal consultation, please write to dunyazade@gmail.com, and I'd be delighted to work with you. Bye bye.